Right, folks, you're all very welcome. It's a short agenda. There's no prayer. No prayer. Yeah. Item 1 and item 2. I just want to say a short few words before, if meeting allows. I suppose it was a very fast year, very quiet year in the role. Firstly, I want to thank the members of the executive, particularly the CEO and the directors of the services. I want to thank Kevin Carrivi and Pauline Lavelle for their efficiency and support, for making the job extremely easy, and Jane for the latter part of the meetings. A very challenging year for people, particularly those families across our communities who have someone vulnerable. I want to pay a particular tribute to all those across our municipal area for making such sacrifices over the pandemic, particularly over the lockdown period. I want to thank all the frontline workers for protecting us in the fight against COVID-19 from the very beginning. I took a look back at a few words I said this time last year. I spoke about the need for investment, particularly in our scenic areas, and I'm delighted that there's a major investment programme currently underway on the Sligo Way between Slishwood and Union Wood, and I want to pay a particular tribute to Michael Carty in the Economic Office for his work with Quilcha on this. I'm delighted that funding was obtained for a new festival and events coordinator, which will soon come on stream. And with that, I welcome the fact that Sligo's first ever festival and event strategy will be finalised and published in the near future. Many other projects have progressed over the year, including the tender publication for design for the SLNCR Greenway, with work expected to last 28 months. I understand that tender will be awarded in the next 2 months. Indeed, I want to sincerely thank my friend and government colleague Heather Humphreys for her understanding of rural issues in rural Ireland. I think it's fair to say that our rural towns and villages are receiving unprecedented investment, particularly when it comes to town and village renewal, outdoor recreation and chlor. And it was great to see that 4 of the 7 projects across the county this year were in the Sligo Drumcliff municipal area. Likewise, the Outdoor Recreational Fund, 2 of the 3 projects. I know Councillor Fox was heavily involved in the Hazelwood project, the Ben Bulben Access and Loch Talt. I want to acknowledge and pay tribute to the work of our community and voluntary sector over the past 12 months. They continue to be pillars of our community and give up endless hours of their time. I want to give a quick mention to my own community on receiving of Ballygawley and Ballintor, and receiving 2nd place in the National Pride of Place Awards for their efforts earlier this year. And finally, I want to wish my successor every good luck in the role and the 12 months ahead, and whoever's elected, they'll have my full support. Thank you. So we'll move to item 1. That's to elect Cahirlock. Sorry, Councillor Casserly.
Okay, just before that, to say a couple of words.
Yeah.
I suppose it's been a difficult, like the Cahirlock, it was a difficult year for you to carry out your duties, and it was challenging, but you did do very well. The list there of your achievements is admirable, and I've no doubt that you'll continue to work on those. You're very passionate about your area, and you're very passionate about County Sligo, and just well done on a great year. Even though it was very difficult, you made the most of it. Well done.
Thanks, Councillor. Councillor Fox.
Yeah, I'd also like to congratulate you on your achievements as chair for Sligo Drumcliff area in the last year. It was a difficult year. You've done a good job, and I'm sure that there was lots of jobs done in the background and working with the staff, and the staff, I'm sure, have done a lot of work with you, and it's great to see you. I wish you well. Thank you.
Again, congratulations on your year, and well done. The meetings all ran off pretty smoothly and in a timely manner, and that's as much as any chair can really control. It was an awful year, I suppose, to be in the job. It was just every step forward was hit with a step backward. So well done on that, and good luck in the future.
Sounds good, right? Councillor Healy.
Yeah, I also want to, well, thank you for your years. You were a good chair. I suppose, like, as you said yourself, Dashmeen, the most important thing is that we're here to serve the communities and work for the people. Any funding that we get is most important that we do get it and we're not left behind. This new municipal area has been set up and we've come together to make sure that our voices are heard, not just here locally, but also in the Dáil and everywhere else. So I think that's the focus that we all should be looking at, and we should be working together as a unit moving forward. As I says, that's the way I wanted this to start at the beginning, and I hope it keeps going that way. Thank you.
Thanks, Councillor.
Just Carla, just on behalf of the staff, just to thank you for your role as Coherlic for the last 12 months. And I think, in fairness, at all stages, you've always talked about going beyond the pandemic and getting ready and getting things going again. And it's the projects that you've highlighted there are going to be key to that. And thank you for promoting them. And again, on behalf of the staff, thank you for your role as Coherlic in the last year. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Now, members, item 1 to elect a Coherlic. Councillor Fox.
I'd like to propose Donal Gilroy, please.
No, sorry, I'm not interested in letting my name go forward this year. Thank you.
I'd like to propose Councillor Castley.
Thanks, Councillor Fox.
I'll second that with you.
Councillor Gilroy is seconded that, and I was going to second it also, so we might do it together if it's okay. So Councillor Castley has been proposed by Councillor Fox and jointly seconded by myself and Councillor Gilroy. Councillor Castley, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to my proposers, Councillor Fox and seconders Walsh and Councillor Gilroy. And I'd like to just give a special mention to all the staff, not only today but in the past, just over the 7 years since I've been elected anyway. I cannot speak highly enough about them, about the supports that they give everybody. A lot of it goes under the radar and isn't seen, and it's not meant to be seen, but I just like to acknowledge particularly all the staff of Sligo County Council for all the work that they do throughout the year and particularly throughout this pandemic. I think we let out very quickly and all the services were engaged very quickly. There was great cooperation between everybody and it worked, and thankfully we did keep our numbers down for so long, and hopefully the current numbers are just a blip, and that it'll be reduced again very soon. But I think just to commend everybody who was involved in that. Locally, I will ensure leadership and hard work as an active and energetic councillor on Sligo County Council, and nationally I will continue to work closely with Deputy Marion Harkin. I will continue to work for the people and community of Sligo Drumcliff and indeed for the wider Sligo community. I will continue campaigning for services needed in Sligo and to retain the vital services that we have. For example, I will continue to campaign for a new Garda station and to ensure the Sligo Courthouse keeps all its sittings. I have been working on various projects and I hope to see them started or delivered in 2021 and 2022. There was great success last year with the refurbishment of the Metal Man, and I am consulting with agencies for the refurbishment of the Teely Monument in Collooney. Along with this, I have visited Inishmurray with the engineers and I've worked on this since the beginning, and hopefully it was great news last week that the island will be opening to commercial tourism, and I will also keep with my ethos of promoting Sligo as a tourist spot on the Wild Atlantic Way. Working with all communities in our municipal district, I endeavour to support all projects as much as possible. For example, new footpaths in many of our villages, ensuring the regular sweeping of cycle paths, the maintaining of hedges, and the never-ending requests for pothole fillings. I am listening to my constituents and I am campaigning constantly for these. As chair of the Sligo Food Trail, I will continue to assist and promote our members, especially after the COVID pandemic, and I also wish to acknowledge the support that Sligo County Council have given us. I will continue to support projects such as developing a National Spanish Armada Centre in Grange and Sligo Jail in Sligo Town. Another aim is to have a Sligo Rovers senior women's team in place in the next couple of years to compete in the National Women's League. And I think that's actually very significant because it shows that in Sligo, at every level, we can match the rest of them. And we are up there with the best of them as well. And the whole idea of getting involved in the Sligo Rovers, the women's campaign at the very start, was to ensure that we keep our talent here and we attract talent here. So the same goes for employment as well and for business. We keep what we have, we don't export, and we try and attract the best of the best here because we have everything here. I will also ensure to continue to positively promote Sligo in the Northwest as a fantastic place to live, work and visit through other projects that I'm involved in. For Sligo Town and County, I want to ensure that Sligo can be promoted as a hub for remote working to encourage high quality jobs in this region and to support those who wish to start their own business and to attract workers for large multinational companies to live and work in Sligo. I also hope to see work start in the Sligo Greenway and the SLNCR, which will be a game changer for the county in relation to tourism and job creation. I will work to ensure that more houses will be built in Sligo Town and County to help those who are on the housing waiting list. I'm sure that the major infrastructural projects that are ongoing, such as the N4, the works on the Rosses Point Junction, will have major positive benefits for all of Sligo, and this in turn will encourage more businesses to relocate and set up in Sligo. The progress on the N17 upgrade is also to be welcomed, as is the Eastern Garvogue Bridge. For the people of Sligo, for the rest of 2021 and 22, I hope that the COVID pandemic ends and people can get back to their normal lives and look to the future post-COVID and Brexit, and look to the future with positivity. I also look forward to welcoming our tourists from the domestic market and overseas to once again show off our unique attractions. The past year and a half in particular has shown us that we have a true resilience and generosity of spirit and a positive outlook, helping each other and those in need. And I have no doubt that this will continue long into the future. Communities working together for the greater good will ensure that ourselves, our children and our grandchildren will have a positive, sustainable future in Sligo and in the Northwest. And speaking of the next generation, just to finally to say that as we look forward to a full return to normal activities, we have the additional excitement, I suppose, in Sligo and in North Sligo in particular, of seeing two of our local athletes, Christopher and Mona, perform on the world stage. And I'd like to wish them the best of luck. Thank you. Now, yes, Councillor Rod.
Congratulations, Councillor Castley, on your election. As I said earlier, you'll have my full support. I know you're heavily involved in the food trail, among many other projects. I want to wish you well in the year ahead, and if I can be of any support, thank you.
Councillor Fox.
Congratulations, Cathaoirleach. I wish you well in your term as Cathaoirleach of the Sligo Drumcliff Municipal District. You spoke very well. The message that you put across was very good. And I'm sure you'll do a good job during the year ahead. And if I can help out in any way, you know where I am to support anything that you'd like, Thank you.
Marie, congratulations on your position as Cathaoirleach. It's a proud day for the Brune and Casterly family, I'm sure, and it's a proud day for all of Straja. So I share in your joy today. I think our families go back a long way. And I think if anyone was to look back at Griffith's valuation, you'd find that two of the names that were in Straja even back then were the Brunes and the Gilroys. I have to go back to that earliest memory, and I've told you about it before, the night you were born, when the phone call came into our house and my father went down with the message to your dad. So we won't embarrass Declan by telling the full story, but that's the way it goes. So we do go back a long way. And families are very important, as I say, and I'd like to pay a special tribute to your mother, who's a lady I've always held in very high regard. And both our mothers, I suppose long before home helps and carers were buzzwords in society, the two of them would have worked together to look after some of the older neighbours and done things that nobody saw and nobody knew. And I think you and I, if anything stands to us, is that we learned that from them about service to others. So congratulations and the best of luck for the year ahead.
Cathaoirleach, just on behalf of the staff and on my own personal behalf, just to congratulate you on your election as Cathaoirleach today. You certainly have a busy programme outlined and ambitions set out, and certainly the staff will look forward to working with you to help deliver on those in the year ahead. Thank you, Cathaoirleach.
So item 2 on the agenda.
Sorry, I had to go out there for a minute. I just want to wish you the best of luck in the year ahead and look forward to working with you. Thank you.
So the next item is to elect a last Cathaoirleach.
Cathaoirleach, can I propose Councillor Fox?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, congratulations, Councillor Fox.